It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In front of every major move of God, there will always be some sort of storm, some sort of challenge, some sort of test. When you run into your Goliath, you have come into your kingdom.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yeah, we staying lit, big dog. Hey, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day, and shout out to my homeboy Lucky Wizard Deals. He keeps it lit. Hey man, y'all go check out the HiveMindLabs.com. I got the link in the description down below for the Hive Mind Protein Chocolate. Okay, you can get that for the low if you use the discount code everydaypj, and you will save 15% at checkout. Okay, now let's get into this video. You see who we got on the screen. We got the girl Luvd by Erica, and oh my gosh, what a sad story we hear. Okay, seems as if she wants to talk to herself. Although she's talking to her supporters, I believe deep down inside, she looked in the mirror and said, Erica, this is your storm. You got to get through this. Because ain't no way I'm going to sit up and listen to anything she got to say, take any advice from her about anybody getting over something. Because the way she has handled her situation is it's not uncommon. Because we see this all the time. We see a lot of people going through storms. A lot of them. And some people can't get out of the way of their own storm. They create the storm. Hence, Erica. Erica's a storm creator. Okay? If the Native American rain dance was real, Erica be doing the jungle boogie, okay? You understand what I'm saying? She brings on massive storms in her life. Now, also, her baby daddy, he going through his own storm with his teeth, okay? How you let them people put some false teeth in your mouth and they crooked? Boy, them things look like they a map going from California to North Carolina. They just up and down. Like, come on, man. They slanted in one way. You going from north to south, east and west. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You should have told them they need to straighten that out. They might need to shave some of that. Get them teeth straight, big dog. I don't know, man. Maybe some people's mouth just ain't right. That's what I'm going to call it. Some people's mouth just ain't right. Because when they saw the mold, they was like, I think it's not supposed to be like this. Well, let's try to even it out. Put it in your mouth and realize it was just your mouth. Your mouth is just crooked. Okay? When they're supposed to even out that stuff, it's supposed to be straight. It's slanted. Like, shoo. Anyway, let's listen to what Erica got to say. Because I'm going to tell y'all that it's the message. The message is good. But the messenger...
But while you in your storm, you know, because there's somebody right now that's in the middle of a massive storm. I've even seen people pull over on the side of the road. Like they stop in the middle of the storm. And guess what? They never get out of the storm until they move. So, and I'm saying that because there's people, y'all, who are either headed into a storm. It's one repeated cycle. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not this, it's that. And you got to be able to handle these situations, because sometimes it don't come with no warning sign. Especially if you've been married 13, 15, 16 years and all hell break loose, or your kids is acting out, or you done been diagnosed with an illness. Like, some of these things just happen out of nowhere, but you still gotta keep going. You either walking into a storm, in the middle of a storm, or you get ready to walk out. The thing about walking into a storm is sometimes we get warning signs, like me, and you ignore them.
Like,
and so when you're caught in the middle of the storm, like those storms are so bad and they hurt like hell. Especially when you didn't realize that the outcome would be so detrimental. In these storms, people don't understand what you're going through. They're very inconsiderate. They'll beat you down while you're already down because that's the only way they know how to get you. And those people have sat back, studied, and watched you. Could be for years, could be all your life. And they see you in this moment of chaos and you trying to fight your way through, but then there's no way out. So then you have no choice but to go through your storm. You don't know how long it's going to take. It could take today. It could take next week. It could take next month. It could take next year. It could take the next decade. Regardless of the fact.
I don't know if y'all noticed this, but as I'm listening to this, I hear her snorting. Like, literally, she trying to catch her breath while she telling this story. I will see if I can get back to it.
Chaos and you trying to fight your way through, but then there's no way out. So then you have no choice but to go through your storm. You don't know how long it's going to take. It could take today. It could take next week. It could take next month.
Yeah. You gotta listen. Listen closely, okay? Listen very closely. And she gonna take next week. Okay? Listen.
But to go through your storm. You don't know how long it's going to take. It could take today. It could take next week. It could take next month. It could take next year. It could take the next decade. Regardless of the fact, you will eventually make it out of the storm.
Lord
And
have mercy.
when you make it out of the storm, what happens at the end of every storm? I haven't seen one yet.
She's snoring while she awake. I'm hungry. This baby taking all the nutrients out of my body. Oh my goodness. This is probably pre-recorded because she looked like she wearing the same shirt she wore in her last
But I'm
video.
pretty sure that if it was daytime yesterday and it was storming, I would have seen a rainbow. That rainbow at the end is so worth it. Okay? Because it don't matter what you're going through, you're going to always be fine. It's always going to, the sun is always going to shine. There's always going to be some type of rainbow. Okay? The husband you had may have not been the husband that God wanted for you.
Listen, y'all, she's talking to herself. She's not talking to any of y'all. I mean, she wanna, everybody just send this back to her, be like, girl, I got a message for you. And let her hear her own voice. Because I don't think she's hearing her own self through all this. I think she's trying to tell y'all what she want to say to herself. But she's not listening to her own damn self.
And you may find somebody so much better. The job that you've been on 15 years may have not been a job God wanted for you.
Listen, if you had a job for 15 years, that is the job God had for you. But you can always do better. That don't have to be your final step. But 15 years, if you ain't figured out that God needs you there, then what is your purpose? You need to go find your purpose. But at that point, God then gave you what you needed. See, well, the one thing is, when we talk about God, just I don't want to get all Joel Osteen on you, but God gives us just enough to get to where we going. We got to do the work ourselves. You got to recognize your faults, and when God puts you in certain situations, He wants you to prevail. He gives you the option to decide if you want to make your situation better. Okay? Listen, you could be going through a lot, and you just pray, and you pray, and you pray. But if you're not trying to fix your situation, God can't put your situation in a better place for you. You have to actually want it. That's why God gives us free will. But he gonna do things. He gonna move mountains for you if you really feel like it. If you think that this is what you, if you believe. See, people, they have their eyes, they have their thoughts on God, but they take their eyes off of God. You understand what I'm saying? You take your eyes off of God and you lose focus, you lose sight, and that's where you fall. But if you gonna believe, and believing is knowing something is there without seeing it. If you believe in God, you believe God has something better for you, you have to believe, and you can't take your eyes off of that prize. You have to keep going forward. You have to keep going forward. And you have to keep that same mindset. God got me. God got me. I'm going to keep going, keep going, keep going till you get out that storm. That's what she want to say to herself. Okay? I ain't trying to correct her because what she's saying is real. But she need to talk to her damn self first. Okay? This woman need to go see a counselor. Yes, people try to beat down on her lowest. Right now I'm trying to tell her. So y'all tell her this is for her. This message, this whole message that she can watch my video and watch the same message. But if she want to watch her own video and get the message, tune it out like it's somebody else, slow it down, speed it up, have it a different voice. But she need to listen to her own words and stop trying to see. Man, I don't be trying. If I'm going through some stuff, I'm not getting out here giving people the best advice. I can't give the people the best advice because I don't have the best advice for my own self. But if I can tell somebody something, I need to listen to myself before I go tell somebody something. If I'm going through something, so what she need to be doing is giving her testimony. Right now, she's trying to tell y'all how to get through stuff. No, we need to hear your testimony, girl. I had a baby daddy, left him, got another baby daddy I barely know, left him, and went back to the other baby daddy. And look, I'm still here. I'm still creating. God gave me a platform to put my voice out there, and I'm still here. That's what you need to be saying. Everybody else's storm. Excuse my language. Are you worried about everybody else's storm, and your storm is just a brewing? Okay, you need to be giving out your testimonies. More testimonies, less advice. Okay, more testimonies, less advice. I am not taking no type of advice about no storm from somebody in the middle of a storm. Okay, that's like if you go see a storm chaser. A storm chaser is like, hey guys, the wind is picking up, or it's slowing down, or the tornado's moving out this way. You're free to go through this. You're free to take this highway if you want to get. No, he is in the middle of the storm. He don't know what's going on. It's the meteorologist who can watch it from a satellite view and see where that storm is. The person in the storm can't even tell you where the tornado is if it's pitch black outside. If it's pitch black outside, he don't know where it's coming from. All he see is rain around him. He don't know what's going on. It's hail coming from this way. It's a tornado over there in the field. All this stuff is going on. He don't know what's going on around him. So how can a person that's in the storm, all they can do is tell you about the storm, but they can't tell you where it's going? If it's pitch black, if it's rain all around them, they can't see 10, 20 miles ahead. They can only see what's right in front of them. So that's why Erica going through her storm do not need to be giving no damn advice at all. Okay? Everyday people, man, let me know what y'all think about Erica's storm, and tell her to listen to her own video and give us more testimonies and less advice. All right, everyday people, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.